It was 4 rounds. I wanted obviously more rounds, but I think in the 4 rounds that I had, I displayed everything I wanted to. At the press conference, I said you're going to see intelligent boxing. I used my jab, I used my feints, I mixed up the levels, and I think it was a great performance in my opinion. I think it's from being in sport for a very long time, since I was 5 years old. So I think, although my path was never boxing, I was kickboxing before, I think I want to make something from this, and I know I can, and I believe I can. So I think in this sport you have to be focused. One punch can change everything, you know, and I think if you're not focused, you're not driven, then, you know, anything can happen.
October Red Boxing here with the lovely, the dangerous, the assassin, Shannon Ryan. Welcome back.
Chaos.
Welcome back, how are you?
Yeah, I'm very well. How are you?
Not too bad. We are at it again. You are back out again. It seems like yesterday you showcased your skills. What a lovely debut that was.
Yeah, do you know what? It was 4 rounds. I wanted obviously more rounds, but I think in the 4 rounds that I had, I displayed everything I wanted to. At the press conference, I said you're going to see intelligent boxing. I used my jab, I used my feints, I mixed up the levels, and I think it was a great performance in my opinion.
Yeah, because people often get caught up on their debuts and they often think, oh, I could have done better than that, even on immediate reflection. But you was like, no, I had my plan. I went in there and I done exactly what I said I was going to do.
Yeah, I think I've got a vision for how I want my career to go, and the whole media week, I had that vision. The fight, I had that vision, and I executed it, you know. But that's thanks to my coach and the management and the support that I've got behind me, that it was executed in well fashion.
You've got a really good team behind you, but what I will say is that you're quite strategic and focused. Where does that come from?
I think it's from being in sport for a very long time, since I was 5 years old. So I think, although my path was never boxing, I was kickboxing before, I think I want to make something from this, and I know I can, and I believe I can. So I think in this sport you have to be focused. One punch can change everything, you know, and I think if you're not focused, you're not driven, then, you know, anything can happen.
You're right, it could be lights out, but we're going to talk about that, what I did call a village beating, what you did to your opponent. Excuse me, I was chuckling ringside because you literally beat a face to a pulp, and I was speaking to your gym mate, Jordan Thompson, about it, and I was saying that you really made her come out there looking like Elephant Man. No, you didn't knock her out, but you gave her a really good targeted beating.
Yeah, and I think as well, when I watched it back, I was like, she didn't really throw any hands, you know. I think there was one that I caught on the glove, and I was like, oh, she wasn't throwing. But then when I watched her other performances with the other girls on the scene, she was throwing hands on them. So credit to myself in terms of what I did, stopped her from throwing hands, the feints, you know, maybe the power. No, I didn't knock her out, but that will come with time.
She felt those shots. You've just nailed it there. It's the respect, isn't it? It's when you go out there and you really do show them that power. I think everyone gets caught up with power has to be knockouts.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't. You can stun somebody, and that's exactly what you did to her.
Yeah, and I think for me, coming into the boxing scene, it was my first fight, you know, and I had 4 rounds, and I think, would I have liked the knockout? Yes, but do I like the fact that people can see what I can do? Yes, so I'm happy either way.
It's a win-win. You know, you're definitely a fighter that I'm going to keep my eye on. You are very strategic in there. I do like the way you move. I said last time, it's almost like you're a dancer on your feet. You do move about very lightly.
I wish I could dance though.
Mate, you can't tell from that performance, mate. I would have had you down as some expert ballerina performing at, I don't know, the Royal Ballet. You didn't let her get into range. You could see that her shots were coming back at you, and you would like push back.
Yeah.
Talk to us a little bit about how you have that. It's like a boxing instinct, the brain, to understand when somebody's trying to throw back at you.
Yeah, we've been working a lot in the gym, you know, distancing, controls, tempos and things like that as well. But the feet, for me, they come from, yes, we're working on it in boxing, but they come from the kickboxing, you know. Someone's kicking at you with high speed, you need to get out of that kick. But what we've been working on is getting out, but getting back in. Do you know what I mean? We've been working a lot on that, a lot on the feet. The feet are very important. You know, you can have great hands, but if your feet aren't there, you know, you're stuck. So
I totally agree with you. A lot of people think that it's all about punching in boxing. No, it isn't. You've got to have those feet to match. Yes, you can sit down and throw those shots, But at the end of the day, if you're not moving around the ring, you're just
Yeah.
a target. You're just a heavy bag waiting for somebody to come and attack you. It is important for the feet, and it's good that you demonstrated that in your debut. People would have looked at that and thought, I need to keep my eye on her. I was getting messages saying, you were right. You know, we need to keep an eye on young Shannon. So we're moving forward. 2 weeks' time. Next week's another
Come
card.
on, quick.
Yeah.
It's come around quick.
What's going to happen this time? I'm not going to laugh, but what are you going to do this time? Sorry, I'm a demon when it comes to supporting fighters.
Do you know what? It's going to be the same sort of thing, you know. I think I'm quite unpredictable with what I'm going to do. I don't even know what I'm going to do until I'm in there. Everything happens through instinct and just from the boxing IQ that I have, that my coach has developed and installed into me. So, yeah, I'll leave that one until the day, and we can talk about it after.
I'm looking forward to seeing you back out. Thank you so much for taking the time. I know you're going to be in the ring showing us your skills, and I'll be showing them back to everybody else all over IG. So until 2 weeks' time, Shannon, do you want to shout out your sponsors? I can see you wearing the O2 one. That's the obvious
so we've
one.
got O2. So grateful for them, having them on board. We've also got local tool hire. We've also got Fuel Meals, who obviously do my meal prep. So yeah, all of those is absolutely fantastic.
And on the socials then, how can we get at you? Are you on Twitter yet?
No, I'm not on Twitter. Not really my platform at the minute. Maybe one day, but my
For us oldies.
Instagram is @ShannonRyan_.
Awesome stuff. Thank you very much for your time, Shannon.
No problem.
Until 2 weeks.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
No worries.
Hi, and thank you for watching October Red Boxing. Like, subscribe, and tap the bell for notifications. You can also find us on Instagram at October Red Boxing and on Twitter, October Red UK. And remember, at October Red, we stay ready.